What is up, Earthnoids and Spacenoids? I am just a simple Newtype, and in this episode we are returning to AOZ Reboot. Last time we shifted focus to what was happening on the surface of Mars. Outlaw Chester and his team of sand anglers attacked Ration. They can't fly, so we see how both sides try to solve this with hovering. Rather than working to build anew, the two Xeon forces fight with one another. We also saw the Eleanor system in action. This time, the Titans and Mars Xeon begin Operation Shining Star. They move in to attack the Inle secret base, and we see the evolution of the Elmith in action, so let's get into this. Some of the Titans find it weird that they are working with Xeon. Mizuno says that their goal is to regain the Inle and Earth. If Mars Xeon helps them achieve this goal, then she sees no problem. The war has been waging on, and Xeon and the Titans' flags are waving side by side. Off in the distance is the GUNDAM marine type. The AMX-08S-M GUNDAM marine type is a transformable mobile suit developed by Axis Xeon and was adopted by Mars Xeon. These were used during Alicia Zabi's takeover of Mars. When Mars Xeon went underground, production of these units stopped. These were then used to stop Alicia's reign and converted for marine use, including the mobile armor mode as well. This unit suffers from leakage, which degrades the structural integrity. Because of this, it is unable to conduct multiple sorties, and was ultimately treated as a single-use expendable unit. Weapons include iron nails, a beam gun, a 4-tube sub-rock launcher, missile pods, and a hand missile unit. I just learned now that sub-rock means submarine rockets. Japanese people in their portmanteaus. The Xeon soldiers call the Titan Cyber Newtype young, and it causes the two sides to get into a fight. They stop their bickering and eventually learn to work together. Mizuno is still trying to create more memories that are her own, but she also says that she is ready to become a martyr when the time comes. She mentions that the pilots are ready to sacrifice their lives, and it seems like they are some kind of suicide squad. She listens to messages from orphan children, or she hears it in her mind? I'm not sure. Regardless, it is hitting her right in the kimochi. They are ready to send out the diversionary team. They send out fake Hazels as a decoy. Mizuno, going by her call sign Mercury, heads to Olympus Mons. A Titans officer named Donald gets some drinks with a friend. He says he's immortal. This is Bernard Monsha. He has one eye patched up and is using a crutch to walk around. This guy is still alive from sheer confidence. It really can get you far. I assume Alpha and Chap didn't make it though. He gives his friend Apollo money and tells him to give it to him. Sukimori and Hashimaru promise each other to make sure this mission goes right. Sukimori wonders what the captain means by Shining Star. Captain Tristan uses that term to refer to Earth. Sukimori says that the captain is his Shining Star. Aw, that's nice. Suicidal, but nice. Old Man Colt eats with the young kids. He tells them to make sure to get some rest. We are seeing some Titan Xeon bonding. Colt says that this mobile armor that he's been working on is his Shining Star. They had this machine, but no cyber Newtypes to use it. With the Titans, it could finally see battle, and he feels fortunate to see it in action. This is the Helios Mariner. The MAN-08S Helios is the successor to the Elmith, developed by Mars Xeon. This has a Psychomu and an I-field generator. It has a high-speed melee form which unleashes its heat Nata claws, similar to what is used on the Zachrello. It has the same bits used on the Elmith. Other weapons include a megaparticle cannon, a scattering megaparticle cannon, and various missiles. The MAN-08S-M Helios Mariner was secretly acquired by Mars Xeon and used for underwater operations to retrieve the Inle from Ration. The old thrusters are replaced with magnetic hydrodynamic thrusters from Axis. The claws are replaced with claw arms. The bits were redesigned for underwater use, and each bit has a tiny subarm. Other weapons are the same as the Helios, with the missiles being replaced with torpedoes. The Helios Mariner, along with the Gauzams and Gaza-M's launch. The AMX-003M Gaza-M is an underwater use variant of the Gaza-A. This does not transform and is restricted to its mobile armor form. This unit uses the Gaza-D arms. The head unit's sensors have been retuned for aquatic operations. This mobile armor does hit-and-run attacks just like the Greblo and the Bigro. The shoulder binders are replaced with underwater thrusters. This can additionally add a quadruple missile launcher. Mars Xeon and the Titan remnants move into formation. Captain Tristan says that there are some things that no one wants to do, but somebody has to do it. We get a short flashback. Long ago, the Earth was reaching the brink of destruction. People began living in space. During this time, 3 doctors decided to join forces. The kids of Xeon ragebait Hoshimaru by saying that Hazels are just a gym and the Zaku is superior. Mercury says that they had lovers in their past lives. Hoshimaru suggests a kiss, hoping it would be him. But she kisses Sukimori instead. Mercury gives him a pendant. We saw him holding this pendant last chapter. She says, okay, I'm going with these kids on a little suicide mission now. Hoshimaru thinks maybe a little sexual assault in front of the children won't be too bad. The kids stop him. She heads out on her suicide mission. The narrator from the past pops back in and says that the 3 doctors tried everything and failed. Some of the kids say that they aren't afraid of death, but they are afraid of leaving others behind. On the battlefield, the kids get wrecked. There is a constant reminder in this manga that they need to form new memories because their existence come from memories that aren't theirs. Some Titans wonder why not make Mars their shooting star. They look up at the Early Hazel. The RGM-79Q Jim Quell Early Hazel is a commander variant of the Jim Quell that was deployed after testing the original Hazel. Besides the head, this is no different from a Jim Quell, but it does instill psychological fear. Weapons include 60mm Vulcans, a beam saber, a beam rifle, and a shield. This can combine with the SZA Marine booster. Hoshimaru is piloting the Jim Quell SZA booster. The SZA booster Marine type plus Jim Quell is the combination of the SZA Marine type and the Jim Quell. Its weapons are specifically modified for underwater use. Like the original SZA, this unit is designed to close the gap swiftly, but this time underwater. This has a strong resemblance to Zanscare's Galguyu. Weapons include missile containers on each side and torpedoes. As she heads to her death, Mercury looks at a drawing left by the orphans. Some orphan children are looking to raid a ration station. One boy tells them where to go using Google Maps on his Hado. These kids are on Side A in the Mars sphere. One man drives through the slums of Side A and sees rations being distributed. This man seems to be trying to get the colony to use his infiltration system to solve the colony's dust problem. An old man tries to get rations, but his identification card is Mars Xeon. Under Re-Xeon, everyone is equal and no one gets priority. Suck at social welfare programs. We're seizing the means of production under this regime. Gloria Zabi is there supervising when the young orphan chucks his Hado at her face. He says that she is a liar and that Re-Xeon isn't using resources to work on the Inle, which is why rations are low this time around. Alicia Zabi broadcasts a message that says that rations will increase by 30% next time, and that the Inle is still in progress. Alicia is too busy for this. It's actually Gloria just VTubing as Alicia. The orphan children are mad that the people are eating up her words. She says it is time to introduce the rabbit hunt. Mars Xeon and the Titans use an abandoned pipeline to infiltrate the underground glacier. We cut back and forth between prepping for the mission and the mission itself. They're trying to do the cliche where you learn about the characters and the mission while the mission is happening, like in Ocean's 11 or any heist film, but it just comes off as very jarring. After a few tests and some fighting, Sugimori adds the bunny system to Hoshimaru's booster. They finally get the mobile suit up and running. We finally get a rundown of the plan. Hoshimaru's team will head to the glacier base via the pipeline and find the Inle while the others create a diversion. One was supposed to leave with the others, but he decides to sneak back on board the ship. They put him to work since he's here. The captain asks why he snuck on board. The kid is too genuine, not realizing this is a suicide mission. We jump forward into the future where the kids are giving a report on the past. They lay out the landscape of Mars. Olympus Mons is Re-Xeon's HQ. Side A is the immigrant block. Phobos is the spaceport, Arcadia Plains is the industrial plant, and the glaciers are the secret location where the Inle is being built. The Eagle Knight went after the Black Rabbit. They skipped Re-Xeon HQ and went after Arcadia first. Then they attacked Phobos and opened the ports. They will find a ship for their escape. The Chester fleet will be attacking Arcadia Plains as a distraction. While all this is happening, a team is underwater heading towards the secret Inle factory. Operation Shining Star was a success and they defeated Alicia and took back the Black Rabbit Inle. The kids from the future just spoiled the story. While heading underwater, Hoshimaru and Python, the man he was fighting with earlier, makes amends. Hoshimaru is constantly talking about his girlfriend, despite trying to kiss Mercury earlier. He says he should stay on Mars after all of this. But Hoshimaru is determined to head back to Earth. They get close to the secret base where Marine Hyzaks are standing watch. The RX-106M Marine Hyzak is a modified Zaku Marine as a base. The Zaku frame was removed for the prototype Hyzak. This was a part of the TR project and can attach the Aqua Hambrabi too. This unit was tested by the Titans test team. It was never used during the Grips conflict and adopted by Re-Xeon. Weapons include a sub-rock gun and a magnet Harkin, whatever the hell that is. They take out the Marine Hyzak scout and then attack the entire security squad. One tries to get away, but is taken out by Helios. They finally surface. Re-Xeon buys the bait and goes to defend Arcadia Plains, but they leave ships defending the front of the secret base. The boys begin their attack. They take out one ship and go for another, but they are saved by a flying mobile suit. How did they have a flying mobile suit, they wonder? It is the Keyheart 2, the ARZ-124KH. Keyheart 2 is a variant of the Wound Ward and is designed to escort the Inle. This can also be docked with the Inle, which acts as its mothership. We will learn this also has a Psychomu. The Titan's pilot is Felicia, a member of Alicia's guard. Mars and the Xeon Titans dive back down in the water. They no longer have the advantage of stealth. Felicia becomes Rezeon's eyes in the sky. Marzion and the Titans get caught up in Rezeon's ground forces. One of the Gauzomes move out. Colt and the Gazas underwater continue pushing. Where though? Under the base, I guess. We learn in a very awkwardly written manner that Alicia Zabi's Alice guard are all clones of her. She and the scientist Marina go through all the clones. Alicia decides that Diana is defective. She isn't throwing her away, but rather protecting her. She is Alicia's favorite, but why? Meanwhile, we see a mysterious mobile suit just aura farming on an upside-down Guazine. In the future, the teacher is continuing the story. He reminds the students that they too are cyber Newtypes, like Diana. And that will do it for this episode. The manga constantly brings up the dust, which you may think might contribute to the flight ban, but the Hazel and the Inle flies, so who knows? The ban seems purely authoritarian in nature. This manga is all over the place, but I will reserve talking about the art direction near the end of this coverage. Next time, we learn more about Diana and the other clones. Diana is abandoned and found by the Titans, and we learn about the former Rezeon leader, Omega, and Alicia's fiancé. But that will do it for now, Newtypes. Remember, it was clones. It's always clones. Peace.